Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. And I wanted to give you a little update on the Caddy van. For those of you that have subscribed to the channel for the Caddy van content, you may be wondering what's actually going on. I've been wondering what's going on myself because it's been a bit of a nightmare, really, to be honest with you. And the last video you would have seen about the Caddy van was when I was driving back from Devon after I'd had all the carpet, all this carpeting and the insulation, all the lights, all the electrics done, the max fan in the roof. I was coming back from Devon, planning a camp somewhere, and yeah, it just died on me. The engine died, 70 mile an hour, in the outside lane on the motorway. Turned out that the cam belt actually came off, is what the RAC told me when they came out, and then that was obviously confirmed when I called the mechanics, and then when the van got delivered, I think it was 8 days later. It's been that long now, I can't even remember. It was in the video though, so if you haven't watched that video, I'll link it in the description below. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll put it in the description below. Go and check that out. That was when I had the breakdown, the RSC came out. And I think it was 8 days till they delivered my van. The mechanics then came out. And when they came out, they also confirmed, yes, the cam belt had come off. And what it turned out to be was a faulty tensioner. Because the cam belt had been done previously 5,000 miles ago by the mechanics, and they'd fitted a Gates kit, and then upon research they found out, as did some of my friends, that these Gates kits have been failing for the last year or two, I think, and that's what happened. The tensioner just failed and the cam belt came off, and it's damaged all my engine. So I'll show you now what kind of state we're in at the minute. Well, the van's in a bit of a mess. It's feeling a bit sorry for itself. There's parts everywhere where the engine's been stripped down. There's a new cam cover in that box there. And let me show you what's going on in the engine bay. As you can see, there's a head there. That's been taken off the engine. And as you can see, that's the block. Because what actually happened was the valves did in fact bend, so causing the engine damage, because obviously the cam belt came off. And that's generally what happens to engines if a cam belt comes off. Normally it will bend the valves and damage all the top end of the engine, and that's what happened to mine. And everybody was hoping that it didn't happen, but everybody kind of knew that that's probably what did happen, and it did, unfortunately. So it took some time to get sorted. I know it's been around 3-4 months now, because the mechanics, when they came out, they discovered that the kit had failed that they fitted, so they went back to the company they got it from, who then sent it back to Gates, trying to get a resolution, trying to find out, you know, why it failed, and trying to get Gates to admit liability, I believe, so they could pay for all the damage, because obviously there's a lot of engine damage. I don't really think they've had much luck with that. So what they've done, the mechanics have turned around to me and said, look, we're going to sort it out for you, because obviously it's not your fault, as in my fault. So they've done the right thing, and they've started to do the work on the engine. It has took some time, you know, we are here now 3 or 4 months later, but they've got that new head that I just showed you. That's been skimmed. They've ordered some parts like head kit and stuff like that. There's a few bits missing, so they've had to order that. But we've got progress. We've got progress. Hopefully soon it's all going to be back together, and my engine's going to be running, and I'll have my van back. And yeah, I can then actually go and do some adventures that I had planned to do 3-4 months ago. I was going to do some like stealth camps, and I wasn't actually sure what I was going to do. I was just so excited to have my van. I was going to go and just do some bits and bobs, but it's been parked up here all this time, looking very sorry for itself, covered in cobwebs. It's got weeds growing up round by the wheels, cobwebs all over it. It's just looking terrible. I have, however, managed to get hold of a pair of Audi S-Line seats in the time that the van's been off the road, and they're currently in the back of the van. They're not looking too good either, are they, really? But they were a donation, they were free. Somebody donated them to me because they must have felt sorry for me. But I think this needs a bit of a refurb. It's the leather's gone a bit hard, so I'm currently trying to figure out what to do with it. I think a retrim is going to be a bit too expensive, to be honest, so I think I may just try and do it myself. I've done things like this in the past. I used to do smart repair, so I'm going to attempt it and see if I can get them tidied up. But let me tell you what's going on, or what actually has been going on with the RAC, because that has been a nightmare as well. Or should I really say what's not been going on with the RAC, because they have not admitted liability to any of the damage to my van. Again, you would have had to have watched the previous video to have seen that. They damaged the front of my van. As you can see, all the grill's been smashed in. Oh. And you can see where it's all been pushed back. You can even see the paint on the bumper there. It had actually popped out here. It's even going green, look, around the headlights. It's been there, sat there that long. See, the whole grill's just, well, completely broken, look. So they've completely denied any responsibility for the damage. They even provided me a photo of the van in their compound showing no damage, and actually emailed me back to say, well, there's no damage on the van when we had it. And I said, well, there wasn't any damage in the photo that you provided me, proving that the damage was done on the delivery when you delivered it back to me. I even had evidence, photo evidence and video evidence of the damage, which, again, if you guys have seen the previous video of the Caddy van, the last video I did, you can see the van coming off the back of the transporter. And I actually highlight the damage. So I sent them that and said, look, I have evidence. Come back and says, no, sorry, didn't happen in our care. We're not accepting responsibility. So they left me completely stumped, thinking, this can't be the case. So what I did is I contacted the insurance ombudsman, because there's a... Now, let me get this correct. The FCA, Financial Insurance Ombudsman, I went to those for help, and they turned around and said that the RAC are not regulated under them, because the RAC underwrite their own recovery policy. So that's their own insurance policy. And because they underwrite it, not a third party, the FCA couldn't even get involved. So I've had no resolution. And the RAC have just said, no, nothing, we're not helping you, basically. Nothing to do with this. And I've just hit a brick wall. I don't know what else I can do, really, going forward, apart from maybe take them to court. But then I wonder, is the costs involved in that going to be more than buying a new grill? But I just don't want to let them get away with it. Because you think it's clear cut, don't you? You've got photo and video evidence, but they're just saying no. And I don't understand how they can just be such, in denial. But they are. If you know a way or what I can do going forward to get this sorted out with the RAC, then please let me know. But right now, it's kind of at the back of my mind, because I'm really only concerned about my engine and getting my van back on the road, because I've not had it for all this time. And I just want my van back. So fingers crossed, in the next, well, I don't know how long, because it's been a long process, put it that way. The mechanics have been doing their best to get it done. It hasn't been done quickly. I know that. But yeah, hopefully I'll have it back soon. That's all I'm going to say. Fingers crossed. I'm a very positive thinker, so I've been trying to be positive this whole time, and it's dragged on and on and on. But I don't want this video to drag on and on and on, so I'm going to leave it there. You've had your update. Thanks for watching, and hopefully when I see you again, it'll be a Caddy video. But it may be not. I may go camping in the Subaru, I may do something in the Subaru. It depends on when this Caddy video gets done. I mean, not the Caddy video, sorry. What am I on about? The Caddy. Depends on when this Caddy gets done. I'm waffling now. Goodbye. See you later.